I'm Ruth Poulsen, and this is my trusty assistant, Melissa McLaren. I'm an FEI rider, and so is Melissa. And today we're going to show you on Rocky how I use him to help our riders with different types of seat, meaning an active seat or a driving seat or a passive seat, and the positions of your pelvis, whether you're too far forward with a closed pelvis or in neutral position or too far open with a little bit of a roached back. So first we're going to start out, Melissa, I'd like you to pick up the contact with Rocky's mouth, and I would like you with an active seat initiate his movement. The wonderful thing about Rocky is he's not motorized, so all the movement that we generate comes from her active seat. Once we have found the tempo that we want to be riding at, we can then go to our passive following seat, which then does not continually drive the horse. Okay, so could you find us your active seat to make Rocky go? Very good. So what you'll see here is that Melissa's hips and her core are pushing Rocky in an active seat towards the bridle, the hind legs towards the bit, and her arms are following exactly with the motion of her hip to the elbow to the horse's mouth. The shoulders stay quiet and the active seat. Alright, now what I'm going to do as a trainer is I'm going to put my hand on Rocky's muzzle, if I can catch him, and I can feel the amount of energy that Melissa is putting in with her active seat. Now I want you to go to a following or passive seat by not driving, but still allowing Rocky to move. That's right. And right there, I could feel that in the energy that's coming from your body to his mouth. So now I'm going to let go again so that they can see that more clearly again. Go back to your active seat. You can see how much more Rocky's head moves forward and back and up and down, and how much more Melissa's arms have to follow that greater movement. Now go back to your following. Perfect. So you can see that this is a following seat. He's still moving in the tempo, but he's not being driven forward by the active seat. Okay, now you're going to use a stilling seat, and you're going to ask him to stop. Perfect. Okay, now go back to active seat. Good, so she's pushing, and now you're going to go to passive following seat where you follow the movement. Excellent. Now what we call a stilling or a retarding seat. Very good. Now I'm just going to show you a little bit about where the pelvis needs to be. There are three positions that we usually see with riding. I'm going to have you go way forward and really arch your back. We see this a lot in position with riders who might be coming from a jumping discipline where the pelvis is too far closed, it's too pinched forward. I call this water falling out the bucket in the front. If you imagine that your pelvis is a bucket and you want to hold the water in the bucket within your pelvis, then you'll be in neutral. Let's find neutral. That's when the seat bones are pushing straight down, right through. You're sitting on the 3 points of your seat, both of your seat bones and your pubic bone. Now I'm going to have Melissa go to water out the back of the bucket, which is also a little bit more common with dressage riders who put themselves into a defensive or driving position. You can see now that her seat bones are directed in this way. This would be a very active driving seat that would send a lot of horses way too far forward. Okay, so go back into neutral, and we're just going to demonstrate one more time. Active, passive, and stilling seat. Active seat, she's pushing with the pelvis. You can see it goes from open to neutral. And now with a passive following seat, she's following the motion, but she's not driving. And now a stilling or retarding seat to stop. Excellent. Good job, Rocky. Thank you, Melissa. Hope everyone's having a good day. We'll see you later.